doesn't even look like you anymore.
No.
There you go.
Please give it a flick.
Why did I bring my phone?
Oh, he's living
My
his
name-
best life, isn't he?
Oh, Celine de Bomb. My name's Celine de Bomb. Does that look nice?
Gorgeous.
Yeah, oh, God, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
No worries.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Hello and welcome to the Steve Kalis Show. My name's Steve Kalis and I'm joined, as per usual, by Kevin Harris. Kevin, are you okay?
Snug.
Yeah, too cozy. Yeah, I know. But it's okay. Hey, we're intimate. We're bros now. After the last episode, we've become especially intimate. Don't you think? I
Yeah,
thought
she
it took
knew me
our
too well now.
took our relationship to the next level. That's what I was always hoping it would go. This week, we're joined by two very, very special guests. We're joined by Summer. Summer, are you okay?
I'm so good today.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Tired.
What we want to do is explore who you are and what you're doing and ask you questions because we're sort of ignorant on this topic. So you're here to educate us. Okay?
Absolutely.
We're also joined by Raven. Raven, how are you doing?
My balls hurt and my back hurts.
I'm with you. Me too. Well, great. So there's two key elements to this episode. Okay, so you guys are one key element, and the other key element is that by the end of this recording, I would like to have transformed. Okay, now under this, I'm wearing a dress that is less than flattering thanks to my natural potatoey shape. It's a beautiful dress. I'm hoping with your skills, with a wig or two, we can fix that. That's the plan. Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Talk to me about drag. Like, what is drag, and what is it about drag that interests you?
I think it always started off as an art form. So I started makeup before I started drag. Was just throwing a bunch of shit on my face, really. I was going, "Ooh, that looks good." I used to go out with green eyeliner on every day, without fail. It looked horrendous, I promise you. I'm not getting photos up because I'm not that bad.
Insert photo here afterwards for Instagram.
You will not find it, trust me. That is hidden in an archive so far away with so many passwords on it, you don't even want to know. And there's other dangerous stuff in there as well. But no, it's always been an art to me, like the art of performing, makeup, hair, outfits. That's why I nearly cried 5 minutes before I got here because I couldn't find a decent outfit. So I thought, do you know what, a thong, a vest and a coat, that'll work today.
We almost wore the same thing. That wouldn't clash.
You were wearing that.
Yeah, I was, yeah.
I have to do a competition, who looks better?
Yeah, well, I'm hoping by then, like, every time I try to do drag or dress up, I end up looking like my great aunt Maureen, and she was a less than flattering figure herself. So I'm hoping for a little bit more. I'm hoping to get feminine. That's what I'm looking for. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Now, Summer, tell us your perspective on drag and how it's different, or what your view on it is, what inspired you to do it in the first place.
Absolutely. So what inspired me to do drag was, obviously I'd seen RuPaul's Drag Race and everything like that. And growing up, you have pantomime dames, you see drag queens every year at Christmas. But what specifically inspired me to do drag was when I was at university, I had a lecturer that said that I was doing too much for other people. I should try to do something for myself. And I thought, you know what? Drag. I'll do drag. And I've never looked back since. And I've had Raven since getting back from uni that sort of pushed me to do more events and more local drag, which I've really appreciated.
Raven.
So we're good sisters and it's really fun. I think as well, my job is really masculine. So I enjoy to be really feminine in drag, which is why I'm very pink. I'm very blonde. But yeah, I like to look like sort of Elle Woods, like Barbie, kind of
That's
kind
what
of
I was
vibes.
thinking, yeah.
So I enjoy being ultra feminine, like, yeah. But femininity is so different for lots of different people, and this is how I want to express my femininity. It's going to be different for other people. So
Yeah.
Like me, I just get my bum out.
stunning.
Works for me.
So, do you have any? Is there any sort of inspiration for you, or role models, or someone that you every now and then think, "Oh, I'd like to look like that," or I'm basing my look on that?
I take a lot of inspiration from like other drag queens because I feel like, especially at the minute, like pop and stuff like that is very boring. Everyone's wearing a tiny shoe, a little dress, and I'm like, I'm so sick of that. Get that out of my face. I want everyone to throw underwear around, get the boobs out, have a good laugh, have messed up hair, end up with no makeup on after the end of the night. That's like my idea of drag. Just have a good time and
Yeah.
And then just like that inspiration just comes from feeling free, like, because there's been like multiple escapes like within life for everyone. So like leaving secondary school, leaving college, stuff like that, even you get to express yourself more like the further you go, and just taking that like built up kind of creativeness and pushing that outwards, kind of my inspiration.
What I'd like to do at this point is start the unveiling, okay, of me. I'm going to unveil my dress now, okay? How do you want to do it? Should we pause to apply the makeup, or do you want to can you do it whilst recording, or is it easy just to go outside
might have
and
to move because they might need to attend you from each
maybe
side.
it's easier to get a camera outside and you can do me up outside in the fresh air.
Absolutely,
Is that
yeah,
easier?
no, that's
So,
fine.
audience, we're going to take a quick break, and then my grandmother will be here when you get back. So,
The
yeah.
return of Miss Doubtfire.
Yeah, so in the meantime, listen to these messages from our sponsors. Thank you to Graham's Windows and Doors at grahamswindowsanddoors.co.uk. Thank you, James. Thank you, Sherelle. We really appreciate your ongoing support. That's grahamswindowsanddoors.co.uk, Yeovil's #1 provider of windows, doors and conservatories. And thank you also to Paramount Prizes. Paramount Prizes are an online competition website. They're one of the best in the country. That's paramountprizes.co.uk. Now, on with the show.
I thought Celine de Bomb. That's what I thought initially.
You put a lot of thought into that, didn't you?
Work on that later.
So for the uninitiated, listening and sat, you said you do shows. What does a drag show consist of?
Yeah.
It really depends on what show you're doing. So you've got people who do comedy, people who dance, people who sing, people that are just shit. I've seen a few. Not you. Some people at Glastonbury Pride. Won't name names. You can spot a man in a wig when you see one. That's all I'm saying.
Sure.
And she had no makeup on her nose by the end of the night.
Oh, I see what
Oh.
you mean, yeah.
That kind of Glastonbury.
What's the ideal drag show where you go, that went well. I enjoyed that the most, and it went really well. What's your favourite type of show?
One where I don't fall.
Yeah, good. That's a good part of set.
No, I'm kidding. So I really enjoy very like campy, very burlesque sort of drag. I love like Shirley Bassey. I love a bit of Judy Garland. That's the type of drag that I like. Very like old school, like classic campy drag. So that's the drag I tend to go for. But like all drag is different. Like so many people do so many different things, and I think that's the best thing about a drag show when you go to see a drag show. When I'm not in drag, is being able to see so many different types of drag and just seeing people just express themselves like so creatively, and that's why I love it. That's sort of why I fell in love with it.
Sure.
So yeah.
How much more confident, this to both of you, how much more confident do you feel when you're in drag? Do you feel more like that's your real self, and or what's the difference in when you're not in drag versus when you're in drag?
Would you like to start, or would you like me to start?
I mean, I can start.
Go for it.
I think, like I've said, like my job is quite masculine, so you have to. I guess even then, like you have to put on a performance. Like every day you are in drag, you have to sort of perform and to be a certain way. But I think for me in drag, I feel a lot more confident. I mean, before I started doing drag, like I had not a very nice incident where I had made myself very small and bad things had still happened. And I was like, I don't really enjoy that. I don't enjoy making myself small. So I want to make myself as big as possible and to be celebrated for it in a right way. Having people screaming at me in a fun way rather than in a really horrible way. So I feel like that's something that I have sort of enjoyed.
So, yeah, that makes sense. So it's like ownership and power,
Yes.
taking control,
Absolutely.
feeling free in yourself, and
And to be in a room full of people that are celebrating you for who you are. And I think that's just something that you will find at every drag show that you go to. I mean, we all laugh and we all joke and things like that, but ultimately what you will feel at a drag show is love. So, and I think that's why drag has sort of appealed to me. So.
It's a community where you feel safe and empowered, and you can be yourself.
Absolutely. And it doesn't matter if you fall. It doesn't matter if you fall on your feet and everyone goes, oh, as you do it, because it sounds really bad and your ankle looks really ugly as you fall to the ground, but it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine, and I'm not projecting. This is fine. This is fine.
Yeah, that's great. What about you, Raven?
Drag for me is kind of like an alter ego because out of drag, you wouldn't recognise me. I'm 5'3", no eyebrows, bloody wandering around
Hard
with.
to tell.
Those heels are magnificent, aren't they? How do you find it? Is it still?
These are my ball pleaser 3000s.
I recognise.
Please as a stretch.
Boyfriend calls them punishers, but I think
Yes,
I think
I
it's
like
funny.
it.
So, but I find it an alter ego. It's a place where I can go, take the absolute piss out of everyone, get no reprimand, and just have a good time. Because out of drag, I'm like a little nerdy kid, like going off to uni to study paleontology. What drag queen does that? Like, I'm like, people would look at me now and be like, "What a dumb bitch." And then it's a very like kind of outward stereotype. I think you've realised as well that drag queens are all really stupid, just because that's what media kind of portrays. It's either stupid or paedophiles, either or. So like, I think getting that representation out there as well is really good. Like when I go to shows now, people like introduce me as someone who's going to uni to do science, but like still getting to be someone else at the same time. So it's kind of compressing those two people together.
Yeah.
And it kind of helped me a lot as well with like gender like crisis. When I was like 15, I was like, I have no idea what I am. And then lockdown, makeup, I was like, do you know what? I don't really know what I am, and I don't really care. I can do this.
Yeah.
I can whack some tits on for a laugh, dance around for some money, get home, take the tits off, and then I'm just back to myself, and that's like fun, and it kind of gives me that joy that I need as well, which is quite nice.
Yeah, I empathise in a way because I always find to
You can't take your tits off.
my tits are on me all the time. They're here. They're a burden. I also empathise for other reasons, and it's that when I was growing up, I was picked on from an early age, and I learned just sort of accidentally to be a chameleon with different social groups. And there were some groups where I was like, oh, I much prefer my personality here, because for some reason these people allow me to access avenues of my brain and my sense of humor and personality that I'm otherwise unable to access for some reason. So I was able to slip in and out of different groups because I was able to access different personalities. And actually, in a strange way, I still haven't been able to fuse all those personalities yet. You know what I mean? And some of them are redundant because I just sort of sleep and go to work now. But they're there. They're stirring. You know what I mean?
Sounds about right. It just sounds like life now, really.
Yeah. So there's a little bit of understanding there because it is nice. I used to do performing art. Whenever I was on stage, it was there's nothing that can beat that. Nothing until I met my fiance and had my son, and there was nothing that could beat that feeling up until that point, because it was people were watching me and I was comfortable. I knew I was good, so I never got nervous, and that was my sort of home. So I understand a little bit of what you're saying.
Right, okay. I'm just going to get round here. Kevin, you come on in as well. Beautiful, darling.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. I'm feeling very comfortable. I've just been through a wonderful experience. Our guests here have transformed me from Steve Kalis, who you used to know, into Celine de Bombe, who I am now. Thank you so much for your time doing that. I really appreciate it.
It was a good laugh.
Was it? Was it easy to work around my sculpted bone structure, my impeccable skin? I suppose it's probably a nice, probably the perfect canvas for something like this, isn't it? Is that right?
Oh, 100%.
Absolutely.
That was cutting, actually.
Me, a bitch.
So I've got questions about the process now that I've been in the process.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, we asked you some great questions in the garden. You came alive in the garden all of a sudden asking questions. So we'll revisit those questions and dig into the process, okay? How long does it take, ordinarily, for you to get ready? Summer?
So it takes me about an hour and a half to 2 hours, depending on how much time I have and how quickly I want to go. So I would say that obviously we can all spend longer on it if we wanted to, but it's lots of fun doing the whole process. So it also depends how quickly I can get my contact lenses into my eyeballs. So yeah.
I see. You got a full like Clark Kent transformation. Glasses come off.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's lots of fun.
Yeah, brilliant. What about you, Raven?
It could take me all day if I really wanted to. I'll make a whole meal out of it. I'll do my eyebrows. I'll have a coffee. I'll have a cry. And then
eyebrows again.
And then I'll
Got
go
a morning
do my-
routine before work as well.
And then I'll go do my forehead. Luckily, there's not much space to cover on the forehead, so I usually get that done in about 5 minutes. Eyeshadow makes me want to just end everything, blow my house up, get rid of every person on the planet. I have about 5 minutes where I sit there and love it, and then I go, no. Wipe it all off, do it 3 times again. So that's about an hour.
Right.
And then the other stuff, I'll have another coffee, whack everything else on, and be like, I'll be sat there, whole like kind of pile of clothes surrounding me. I have nothing to wear. I don't know. That happened today actually. I sat in my room. I dug out 7 dresses, 5 pairs of thongs, 4 t-shirts, and I was like, no, don't like any of this. So I just thought, do you know, fur coat,
Good.
and not much more.
Always a winner. Always
Do you
a
do
winner.
different style makeup for different shows or different things? Or
Yeah, because you mentioned up there.
do you have a defined look?
Yeah, what was it? You mentioned like this sort of drag, creatures. Did you say, or the like what? Talk to us about the different sort of types of that. And
So, like with drag, you've kind of got camp drag, where that you can clearly tell that they're not women of any sort, or they're not like trying to look like women. They're trying to look like drag queens. They've got very sharp contour, so it's like almost like geometry on their face.
got it.
And then you've got like people who you wouldn't be able to tell if they were man, woman, anything else.
It's a handy tool as well as a prop, isn't it?
Yeah.
So-
Yes. So like we can't tell man, woman,
No.
That's right.
creature of the Black Lagoon.
Seamlessly blurring into all.
I've been dragged out from the depths.
There's so many different types of drag creatures. You can kind of tell that there's a person in there, but not really.
Right.
They've got like massive prosthetics, like people will have like wings, 6, 8 arms.
Wicked.
I've seen people like
You're
fully
finding
just
your
like
niche.
Yeah, that's cool.
turn
yeah.
themselves into spiders and like weird like mythological creatures.
Wow.
But there's still like an element of glam in there,
Yeah.
like hidden. Like they'll have a big heel on or something like
Sure,
that to make
yeah,
it
yeah.
like that little element of drag.
I suppose what is sort of new from because like a lot of people, RuPaul's Drag Race was my introduction because I was obsessed with that show for a long time, and then you get a sense then of the artistry that I had no idea that was part of it, because I like to consider myself an artist in some ways, and the artistry actually is awesome. And I told you outside, I made my own dress and stuff inspired by it because I just wanted to get creative. And so I suppose that sort of part of drag you're talking about is just another aspect of just being creative and artistic and
100%,
experimenting with your appearance, isn't it? So
Definitely.
So Summer, do you have any other? Is there some that you'd like to try where you think, oh, that would be interesting if I had the skills to do that makeup, I'd do this, or
Absolutely. I think I'd love to try Raven's type of drag. I'm just going to sneeze one
Is
second.
that a technical term, is it? Slapper drag.
Raven's type of drag.
Oh, I thought she said Raven slapper drag, and I was like, wow.
No, absolutely not. But I think like I'm very like nerdy, so I quite like cosplay and like things like that. So I
cool.
would love to go to like a Comic-Con and do that sort of drag.
You can do Jessie from
No,
Team
same.
Rocket.
Yeah,
that'd
so
be ace.
fun.
yeah, like Princess Peach. I would love to do like
yeah.
Princess Peach, Princess Rosalina, Princess Daisy cosplay with all my friends. It would be really fun. So I'd love to get more into that side of drag, because there are drag queens that do like cosplay as their like primary source of drag. So
Aja on All Stars 10,
Yeah.
she for like the first few runways that she did, including her entrance look, it was all based on different Pokemon that she was obsessed with.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she walked in as Roserade.
Perfect.
She did a runway as Jinx, and then did a lip sync as Smoochum. So it was like you can combine everything and still have fun with it and still make it your own.
I find that really appealing. Yeah, I've started finding them much more.
absolutely going to watch that later,
Yeah,
aren't
but
you?
that's brilliant. That's exactly my sort of. That's exactly my wheelhouse. Creativity and Pokemon spliced. That's my thing. So that was interesting out there. Because I didn't know whether to close my eyes or not while you were doing my makeup. Because I didn't know what I don't make people uncomfortable. But I thought myself like I was like on a spa day. Do you feel more comfortable having people do your makeup for you, or are you comfortable now you can do it yourself? Like, do you prefer it doing it yourself now?
Myself, absolutely. I do not want other people to judge my face. I like my face the way it is, and I like the way I do it. I mean, I made my mum into sort of a Cher sort of inspired look, so I've done my mum's makeup throughout the years, things like that. But for myself, I like to do my own makeup.
Sure, yeah, that makes sense. What about you, Raven?
Only one other person has ever done my makeup other than myself, and they made me look like a Poundland version of Marilyn Manson. So I've never ever let anyone do my makeup.
Lesson learned.
Since that, I'm like, no, you're not touching my face. But doing other people's, I love, like, especially when it's like I've got time. Say like I've got like a good hour with that person to sit down properly, have lights, like go through everything properly. I've done like friends' makeups for like nights out, birthdays, and stuff like that, just because it's a good laugh.
Yeah.
So I feel like makeup is fun, but not when someone else is doing it on my face.
Got it. Yeah, totally understand. So talk to us about the show. So you've got a show coming up.
Yes.
Okay. So talk to us about the show. When is it? What's the plan?
Can he be in it?
And now I'm going to be taking centre stage as Celine Debom. French is coming out. Celine Debom is French. Celine Debom. And I'm prissy a little bit. I'm enjoying this. I'm fleshing it out. We're workshopping a character. Celine Debom is a French wanker. That's what she is. She's like, cool. My posture's changing as well. I'm really evolving into the character. Steve's never coming back. So, anyway, the show. Please tell me about this show.
Absolutely. So it's going to be at the 94 Club. It's going to be on the 6th of September, which is the same day as Yeovil Pride. But our event will be in the evening. It's 18 plus. And it will be from 7:30. So get your tickets. We have an Instagram, which I will send over to you if you would like.
It's on the screen here.
Yes, absolutely. And you can follow the link in our bio to get your tickets and things like that. But
I post ticket links bi-weekly as well
Yeah.
on my Instagram, just the link with a lovely little photo of my shoe
absolutely.
in a box of roses.
Absolutely.
It's always a good laugh. We've put so much love into it as well.
Absolutely.
Ah,
The
great.
rehearsals, insane. Both of us, I feel like I can say for both of us, have evolved.
Both of us.
No, I feel like both of us have learned so much from rehearsals. Just being able to
Absolutely.
sit, well, not sit, we're definitely not sitting in those rehearsals.
No.
But being able to figure out ways that our bodies move that we didn't even know
No.
is like, what the hell?
Yeah.
But we've got a group choreo number, which is
Excellent.
insane. Never thought I'd be doing that. I usually don't like people enough to involve anyone else
Sure.
in my shows.
Sure.
So I'm like, okay, it's a step that I had to take, and I now love it.
Yeah.
We have an amazing choreographer as well.
Yeah.
Like, she's been so good with all of us, very patient, because I've never danced before this. I should not be allowed to dance, but I've learned that I actually quite enjoy it.
Excellent.
And having her like support us through that has been like really fun and has kind of reinvigorated my passion for dance, because I've not done it since I was a kid.
Brilliant.
And it was a bit of a step and a clap, you know, that was the extent of it. Otherwise it was going to be a hazard for everyone else.
Well, I'm happy for you there. That's great.
Yeah, it's been fun, and I think you found that as well.
Yes,
like not being a
definitely.
dancer before. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I had dancing skill, but there was nowhere to like evolve it. It'll take it any further. Like, I could do a couple of tricks and stuff like that, but it's the in-between bits that I feel like really matter, especially when you're in like at a drag show. You'll see someone do the splits and you'll be like, oh my god, that's insane, as like a first minute kind of thing. But when they're stood there like after that doing absolutely nothing. You're like,
I
what are they
see.
playing at?
Yeah.
Like, you need to follow that up with something.
Spent all the currency on the split and then
Yeah, so
Right, I
like,
see.
I've learned to kind of push and be better when it comes to that. Like, interact with crowds, like have fun. Like, I've kind of learned as well to pay attention to one person in the audience whilst we're performing, because it gives you that one person to perform to. It could be any random person. It doesn't even have to be someone you know. And if you perform to them, but like make sure that people are, well, oh, they can bugger off. More drag queens. Don't need more of them here, trust me. They wouldn't fit in here anyway. One of them's 7'2" in drag.
Wow.
And I called her a man in a wig the other week.
Oh, okay, yeah, don't get stuck in the middle of that.
I don't want to... I was perfect height to just right into her fake boobs the whole entire day.
That's the dream.
Not for me. Definitely not. That's more like a nightmare for me. I'm going to have nightmares tonight.
So give me the date again for the show.
So it's the 6th of September and it's at 7:30. We're really, really excited for it. We have the most amazing organizer and the most amazing like group of people. I've had so many people that have been helping me out. Like my friend's making my corset for me. She's a seamstress and she's having so much fun doing that. And I feel like I always say like it takes a village to drag up a drag queen. It
100%.
It really does. Like
I nodded as if I know, as if I've been part of the community for a long time. I was like, girl, tell me about it. Jesus.
absolutely. I mean, like just today when we were doing your makeup, we were doing it. Your fiance was doing some
that's
of
true,
it.
yeah, so you mean-
so
yeah.
it takes like a whole group of people.
Celine
to,
de Bombe.
So for
Exactly.
Takes a
anyone
while to bring her out.
who's going to turn up who maybe hasn't seen one before, so what sort of thing can they expect from you folks?
I feel like a bit of everything, really. Because we have very different performance styles.
Absolutely.
And very different choices in song that we've decided that we're performing to.
And we're going to be doing some lip sync battles at the end.
Wicked.
And what we've done to keep it more interesting is we've all selected like 2 songs each. It's going to be completely random what songs we get. So Raven could get a song that I would
So
usually
you could get
perform.
Shirley Bassey
And I could get Charlie XCX, and we
Yeah.
all know how well that's going to go. But I feel like that will keep it more exciting, and also it will allow us to explore different types of drag that we wouldn't ever think maybe we
I
would
feel
like.
that as well.
Yeah,
it's
like to
going to
do.
be a shock. I feel
Absolutely.
like for all of us, because obviously we've got one other as well,
Absolutely.
and we are all doing such different sort of music. Like
Absolutely.
mine's very current, slutty, pop, like high energy. Yours is like more. How would you explain yours?
So mine's like vintage sort of glamour, like a bit of Shirley Bassey, a bit of Judy Garland.
Oh, great.
So it's very like sort of campy drag, but you know I've got a bit of like
That's a bit
like
of
a
it, yeah.
burlesque sort of vibes as well. And then our other queen is more like 2000s, like
Yeah, but
you
like
know,
2000s, like musicals, like High School Musical sort of stuff. Like
Oh, yeah.
Glee,
yeah,
like
yeah.
you know the gay person that absolutely loves stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Like, musical lover. Not me at all. I
Oh, I
only
see.
like Wicked, and that was only because Ariana Grande was in it. I'm not even gonna lie.
But yeah, you'll get to see so much different
100%.
like types of drag. So yeah,
That's really exciting.
You'll get to see a lot of me as well because I barely wear any clothes. So
All right. Brilliant.
Are you guys doing the parade in the day first, or
yeah, I think I'll be
Maybe.
going in the day. I don't know how much in drag I will be. Half drag is sort of quite fun to do sometimes, or it's a little bit of the best parts of drag without the sensory overload of being in drag. But we shall see what happens. I'm sure I'll just say yes to everything like I usually do.
I turned up to Shelbourne Pride in my pajamas. So
Stunning.
You're going to see
Yeah.
me leading a float. I'll be right from the line.
Absolutely.
Follow me, my pretties. For some
Yeah.
reason, a French accent. I'm really sort of trying to like flesh this character out. I do my song would be like, every night in my dreams, I see you. That's like her
Yes.
theme. I come out to that, lip syncing it, but with a little bit of choreo in there.
Absolutely.
That's what Celine de Bombe is. That's what I bring to the table as an artist,
Absolutely.
as a performer. Let's do it.
So you're going to be a singing drag queen then?
I think I will. Because I'm used to doing sort of
it's
more.
all of the bits he wants to do?
Yeah, I'm used to doing sort of more sort of baritone-y songs, but I think I can change register a little bit, practice up here a little bit, and do some more. You know, I think that's where I
I
would
think
go.
that would be quite interesting though, because that is like an open space for a lower key drag singer in Somerset at the minute.
Oh, well, I can certainly do that.
Because obviously we've got Sasha Silk,
Amazing.
who's got a 3.8 octave range.
Wow.
Terrifying woman. She's like 7 foot tall. And she always wears like ginormous wigs and giant shoes as well. And I'm there and I'm like, oh, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me, I'm small.
But
Don't step on me.
Yeah, don't step on me. I know you can't see me from up there.
But like the Sweetest Queen, like I'd never done a show with many queens from sort of the Somerset area, and I did one last minute because somebody dropped out for Glastonbury Pride, and I met Sasha and I met Shorty, and they were so like kind to me, and we
Yes.
didn't really know each other, and it's that kind of thing, you know. Penny drops. She helped me with all my tracks, so everyone is very kind, very very welcoming.
Yeah.
It's not cliquey at all.
Amazing. We've got the. Is there anything you want to? Is there any particular point you want to drive home that you haven't already?
I mean, the week after I've got Gloucester Pride.
Ooh.
I only found that out the other day. I applied like 6 months ago. And I was like, I completely forgot about it. I was sat in bed with my boyfriend, and all of a sudden I get a message from this random man on WhatsApp. And it's like, would you like to do Gloucester Pride? And I was like, shit, yeah, I forgot I applied to that. So I've got Gloucester Pride on the 13th of September, which is a week before I move away. So all of my stuff's already going to be in boxes, so I might just wear a box.
Hey, that's it. Yeah.
Just draw a thong on there. You drop it.
Yeah, draw a thong and a bra on a box. Do you know what? I'm going to use that for one of my shows one day. Just walk out. I could shape the box. I could have it in like a...
Ooh.
You've given
But
me
that's
a great
Kev's idea.
idea.
We've got it on camera. Kev came up with it.
Do what Steve
Copyright.
does, steal them.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, is the boyfriend supportive?
Yes, very.
That's good.
Oh,
He
that's so.
is-
Yeah, families in general. Like, have you had any? Is your family accepting of it? Or
Yes.
I'm assuming you're
very.
like, hi, bye, gotta go. I'm off to Gloucester. I'm off to Glastonbury. I'm off to.
Yes.
Or does he come with and?
Yeah, he comes... Like, he doesn't really like big crowds, so like he'll come to like smaller events and stuff like that. And I'm like... I always say to him, like, you don't have to come, because I know that this one's going to be really big, and I know that it's going to freak you out. Because Sherborne Pride, crowd of 1,000 people. Wow. Like, I didn't want to put him through that and him panic. But family as well, really supportive. I mean, I made my dad cry at Glastonbury Pride.
It was
I
Really? That's lovely.
So me and a couple of others spoke about like queer icons, like growing up. They spoke about like Cher and Lily Savage and all of that. And I just like started speaking about my dad and how he's helped me, because I live in a tiny little village, and I was terrified to go like out like this. I was like 16, and he whacked on a dress, put on one of my wigs, and was walking around the whole entire village with me.
Well done, Dad. That's
just
brilliant.
purely to show me that
Amazing
it's
stuff.
fine. And yeah, he comes to shows. He cries at every single one.
Ah, good work, Dad. That's
and
brilliant.
then Mum's the same as well. She just doesn't cry.
Just when you take her makeup.
She wouldn't even notice. She touches it once or twice a year. So
Well done, parents. That's brilliant. Yeah. What about you? Some of it is your family as accepting of you? Have you found that you were comfortable talking to them about what you want to do and all this sort of stuff?
Absolutely. I think my parents were just happy that I was going outside. They were just like, oh, absolutely, we'll take you and you can socialise and meet people. And I was like, oh, great. But yeah, I think growing up being quite like introverted and being quite shy and not really wanting to take many risks at all, I think my parents are sort of happy that I'm doing that. And I have found a very accepting community of people that are very friendly, very welcoming. And, you know, they've supported me when I used to do choir, like shows, things like that. They always used to show up. And even when I said don't record it, they would record it. Things like that. And, you know, they're always there and helping me. And my dad likes watching Drag Race, and he's like, oh well, no, I wouldn't have put those shoes with that wig and things like that. So he's very, you know, he's always happy to give fashion advice. I have a very welcoming and like very accepting family, and you know, accepting of me. They tried to adopt all of my gay friends. I'm like, oh, you know, my friend, you know, maybe doesn't have the most accepting family. They're like, oh, they can come and live here. It's absolutely fine.
What a dream.
We have a
That's
spare
wonderful.
room and things like that. So I'm very, very lucky. And unfortunately, it's not like that for everybody.
No.
And I think that's why the queer community is so important, because you will found family in there. You will always find somebody that will understand what you've been through and will like help you and support you and things like that. So
100%.
I think
You mentioned a minute ago about being catty. Do you think that's because there's more and more people coming along doing it now, and perhaps people are like, well, this was my niche, you're getting in the way of my booking type thing, or is it just...
It's pure jealousy. It's not even like some of the people that start arguments don't even get booked. They sit in their house all day, do drag in their house, and if they do get booked, it's a free show. It's not even something they get paid for. I know that sounds really horrible, but there are so many people that I've met that have been really nice to your face and then have fully just stolen parts of your art. And there's no credit. A lot of people from Bristol are quite like that, I've learned. I've worked with people in Bristol and have been friends with people from Bristol, and a lot of them will steal from Queens from smaller areas and then be like, oh my god, look what I can do. Because we don't get seen as much. We are finally getting seen, which is really nice. Like, I mean, who would have thought 94 Club drag show?
Absolutely.
I went to kids' parties there when I was little. Like, going around on those little things with the...
They still have them.
Oh my god, might have to go on one next time I'm there.
They still have them. Bouncy Castle, and then those things you sit on and move left
Yeah,
and right.
I was so obsessed with them when I was little. It was horrendous. You couldn't get me off them.
We'll get those out for the drag show then. Stunning.
Imagine, just come into my first song on that.
Well, listen. Firstly, I want to thank you for being on the show. And if you haven't done a podcast before, it can be strange, especially if you're in a garage with a couple of weird dudes. So, yeah, it's unusual, and I really want to. You've both been very charming and helpful, and I really appreciate it.
And giving them a new lease of life.
And yeah, that's it. You've brought out Celine de Bombe from the crevices she was dwelling in.
If you'd like to help us put him back afterwards, that'd be great.
The case is gone.
That's not my problem.
Street the best leave.
But I'm very. It's an honour to have you both here. I'm very glad that you were able to do it, and I wish you all the luck and love in the world with your show and with the drag performances going forward. I think it's brilliant. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you
today.
for having us. It was insane. Never thought I'd be able to go. Yeah, I've been on a podcast.
Yeah, and you were brilliant as well. You're both naturals.
I've learned a lot.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. We have learned a
actually
lot. Yeah, I've learned a lot about myself personally. I've opened some doors, but yeah, it's been very educational. You're both good ambassadors for the art.
And thank you for being open-minded, because at the minute we're seeing an increasing closed-mindedness towards the queer community, and there's a lot of sort of, I don't know, bad energy being directed towards us. I mean, there always has been. There, unfortunately, always will be. But to be invited on a podcast with two men and to feel comfortable means a lot to us, I think.
It means a lot to us.
It really
to say
does.
that.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
So thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, that's the best thing anyone's ever said on this show. So thank you so much. Really appreciate that.
The nicest thing anyone's ever said.
Yeah, that's lovely. Yeah. Well, thank you. And listener, if you enjoyed this show, please consider clicking follow on Spotify and leaving us a 5-star review. Those are the things that help us to break into the Spotify Top 100, which is our goal. So, Raven, Summer, thank you. Kev, thank you.
No problem.
And I'll see you like this next Tuesday. I'm just going to be wearing this all the time now, actually, in fact, because I want to explore the character.
I want a better dress on you.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I need to sort of find a new...
We need glam.
We'll workshop this off camera. But yeah, thank you guys. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you.